Hi everyone, welcome back to another Getting to Know You, and today we have Incarceron here. Say hello.
Hello.
There she is on a little brindle pony, all set to do the main event, which I'm obviously going to ask you about. Um, oh, she's got a fancy trick up her sleeve. So,
all,
what was that?
all sorts of fancy tricks.
Oh yeah. Okay, so how long have you played the game?
I have been playing over a year now. I joined in late August. I did not play Alpha or Beta, so kind of just joined when I found out it was live and kind of just tried to figure it out.
Did you play Horsal 1 or Horsal 2 previously?
I did. So I played for Cell 1. I think I joined in 2009. I
Huh.
don't remember what year at this point, but it was before 2010. And I played on Roan for a long time, and then I let that account die. And then by the time I tried to come back, the only server that was alive was Pinto. So joined that
Oh.
one for a year, and then that account died too. So
I didn't realize the
played
other
through.
servers were dead.
Yeah, I mean people have joined them. They're still kind of around, but there's usually only like 2 or 3 people on them, whereas Pinto might have like 20.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Of course, you saw that like it was going to be shutting down like within a month, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I've been
Oh,
seeing that, and it's kind of bittersweet.
it is,
I
yeah.
wouldn't be playing, I wouldn't be playing this game if I hadn't have joined Versal One,
Mm,
but at the same time, like to me, this game is a lot more enjoyable. Like
yeah,
I'm just a fan of the open world type thing,
yeah. It's
but
definitely more me. I do miss the
yeah.
artwork of Horse Isle too, but I mean, I feel like there's more to do here and everything. Also, I'm just looking at the course times, and of course, you're on top. You've only done 8 runs, 0 faults, 45 seconds. Ain't no thing for you. Wait,
Well,
have you actually.
I'll make it.
What was
What's
that?
that?
Oh. I was just. You haven't done it yet, like, for this main event?
No, not yet for this
Oh,
hour.
okay. I'm gonna just back my horse into you.
I know it's like first world problems at this point, but I actually cannot get a lot of my old scores now that they updated the stamina drop thing.
Oh, oh, yeah, they did. I haven't, like, fully investigated what's up with that.
I'm actually really glad they did it. I think it was something that should have been done a while ago. I
Yeah,
actually really like the continuous tracking of it now,
yeah.
but it is frustrating to not be able to get your old high scores.
Yeah, I can imagine. Especially when it's like. You have a reputation to maintain.
Yes.
Like, that is the thing that you are known for. How
Oh
does it feel
gosh.
to, like, be. Like, let's face it, the best?
Uh, Intimidating.
Yeah?
I mean, like you said, like I feel like I have a reputation to maintain, so
Mm.
like I don't particularly enjoy losing, which nobody really does. But I can be when I see somebody beat my score, I'm like, oh man, I have to do it again now.
um, I think I've only, like, won the main event, like, twice, and I am so competitive that I just hover around the start, and as soon as anyone gets close, I'm like, no! Oh, you just finished, didn't you?
Well, I
They...
didn't actually finish it because I got some faults. So
Oh, oh, I'm 16th. Good, good fun. In my defense, I'm not riding a very good horse, and we're multitasking, so you know that's our excuse.
fair enough.
Yeah,
If you want to leave the horse for the main, I'm more than happy to borrow some out.
thank you for the offer, but like I said, I'm very competitive and I refuse to use anyone else's horses. I've had so many people because I'm like complaining to them and stuff, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can use one of my horses. It's fine." And I'm like, "No, I'm using my horses."
I can
Although I,
understand that though.
what was that?
I can totally understand that.
Yeah, okay, that's good. I won one of Nikita's horses, like one of her max ones, I've just got it out. Her name is Honey Bear, and like when I first got it, I was like, she is literally too fast and too agile for me. I could not control her. I still can't sometimes, but
A lot of Nikita's horses are like that. I feel like I'm on a bullet train sometimes.
yeah, she definitely breeds some of the best horses. I think everyone has a Kita horse.
Yeah, if they don't, I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah. Okay. What are your breeding goals, if you have any?
Oh gosh, I have a lot. Ugh.
I feel.
So they also change intermittently, once I like kind of feel like I've achieved some.
Yeah.
So current one that I'm working on is kind of a more cross-country horse. So, I'm trying to get decent stamina drop on a horse that is blazing fast and has nice turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting pretty close. I had a colt born, no win at this point, a little while ago that he was 36 stamina drop, 90 turn speed, 20 something miles per hour, and 98 sprint boost, I think.
Nice.
So he's gonna be pretty beastly once he's done being maxed and old enough to ride.
Well, that's good.
So one of them. The other one that I've actually, it's kind of more of my long one.
Mm-hmm.
I have been breeding 18 hand high, athletic, flashy grades since live.
Oh, yeah?
And
I might have
it
seen
is
some
my
of them.
goal to- What's that?
I might have seen some of them.
Very well may have. I'm trying to get them to where they're competitive enough for people to. They'll probably never be as agile or as fast as some of the top competitors that are out and about right now.
Yeah.
But I want them to be competitive enough.
Yeah, I mean, if they're like really pretty and everything, like, I mean, they don't have to be fantastic in terms of their stats, because people will still, buy them and use them.
Right. And that's part of it. A lot of the top horses right now are very plain, and people will frequently ask me if I have something flashier.
Yeah.
So that's nice to kind of have that market going. Oh, I totally right on.
I am one of the few people that just loves the plain horses, though. So I am all for, like, those plain horses. I mean, I like, what am I thinking of? I like roans and, like, oh, there is a marking that I'm trying to think of that I actually really like, and I can't think what it is. Because I'm thinking about, like, mosaics and stuff, which I hate. Yeah. I'm hoping that I come across, like, mosaics and stuff, like, in a wild, or if I accidentally breed one, because I know that I'm definitely not going to keep it, and so it'll just get me a good bit of cash.
Yeah, easy money at least.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, have you done the main event yet?
Yeah. I'm trying to get a better time now, though.
But you're first. Bruv! You're first!
I know, but I compete against myself.
The determination. That's amazing.
I just know I can do better, so might as well.
Fair enough, fair enough. Do you think it's more the horse or you that has, like, the ability? Oh, good start.
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Because I have definitely been beaten by horses worse than the things I'm riding.
Yeah.
So a lot of it, depending on the course, actually, I guess I should say. Some courses are a lot more technical, and they're a lot more based off of timing.
Yeah.
And cutting corners sharper, things like that. So a lot of it is the caliber of horse that you're on, but a lot of it is also how you ride the horse.
I love how I can, in the background, I can just hear some furious clicking.
That's me.
That's the technique, just furiously clicking.
You get faster times the harder you bang on the keyboard. Okay?
I'm okay, so I've just ridden my Kita horse, and again, I wasn't expecting the speed, and I got like, I just lost the thing, but I got like 30 faults maybe?
Oh god.
Just because I can't time the jumps because I'm going too fast.
That is a mood with a lot of keto horses.
Yeah, especially with these courses where you've got like a couple, like combinations with really short distances,
Yup.
and it's like not long enough so that you can just jump over both of them at once or anything.
Right.
I hate that. These damn course creators are just messing with me.
Alright, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get.
What did you get? When is the next one anyway? 38 minutes. 46 seconds, 52. That's that's pretty good, I gotta say.
Thank you, thank you.
Who do you think's your biggest, like, competition?
It depends on the course.
Mm.
A lot of my horses struggle with stamina and reaction time.
Yeah.
So they don't have very good stamina and they're really stupid. So courses that are, dressage based or longer than like 3 minutes, I have a hard time on. I have to work harder to place higher on those ones.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair enough.
People who have higher reaction time horses and better stamina drop tend to get me.
Yeah. I think, yeah. No, I think I'd agree with you there, actually. I mean, not that I do well in particularly anything, but I feel like, yeah, there are, as they say, horses for courses, and I guess players for courses, hey?
Yes. That's actually something that I really quite enjoy about this game, is that the competitions vary a lot.
Yeah.
There's not one horse that can win every single competition.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe someday there will be, but not yet.
Yeah, exactly. Who is your favorite individual horse?
Funny you ask. It's this one.
Yeah, I thought so. He's pretty.
Yeah,
I like his face markings.
Thank you.
Super cute.
This is Rogue. She was actually my very first of the big 18 hand high plus horses that I ever bred. She was an accident, and I kind of got obsessed. So she started it, and she was the first horse that I ever got to be bareback.
Ah, love that. I still haven't done like the whole bareback thing. I forgot that was a thing.
It's magical, let me tell you.
Is it? Okay, fair enough.
It is magical.
Wait, how do you get it?
I think it's 50,000 EXP on the horde, and I want to say it's 250,000 EXP for your player.
Heck.
Which seems like a lot, but when you breed and you compete and you train horses, all of those get EXP.
Oh yeah, I've got the XP.
To rack up.
Yeah.
You're kind of working.
Yeah. I actually have no idea if I have any horses with over 50k experience. Who do I have? Yeah, that would probably be the struggle on my part.
When they first introduced it, it was 100,000, and that was a little daunting. I was did not want to go for that many horses, especially not this week.
Yeah.
Her metrics are not the best right now, so she was relatively difficult to get up. I actually ended up paying 2 different people to work on her because I was either too busy or she was too frustrated.
Yeah. And that's another good way to make money, is like so many people doing like XP contracts and such. It's a pretty good idea, I mean,
Yep.
Why not?
Yep. Easy money.
Exactly, yeah.
That's a pretty one.
Oh, thank you. I actually, Goddess Flexi.
Yes.
Did you watch the last episode of the thing?
I did.
Ah, good on you. So the 2 Palomino horses that we have, the one that I gave her, this is her foal, and now she is old enough to ride, and I am excited by that. Because she showed me the foal, and I was like, oh, she's super cute. And she was like, well, do you want her? Because she's not really good enough for my breeding program. And I'm like, yeah.
Do you plan to max her?
No, I mean, I'm not really gonna use her for anything much. I mean, like, I just thought she was pretty, so I was just gonna use her as like a general riding horse or whatever. Ooh, Hollow
Gotcha.
Mind wants to ride along. Oh, I was meant to say to her when I was filming next. Whoops.
I just got a party invite.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Let's include her. Let's have fun.
So is this a buddy of yours?
Yeah, she's fan of the channel.
Gotcha. If I
I'm filming
understand.
with Inca. There we go. So, what's your favorite like breed in game?
I don't know if I really have one. Grades are my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with them, can you? That's the beauty of
No,
them.
I
They're
mean,
just diverse.
right, and that's just it. Is they're not limited on purity. They're not limited on metrics, or size, or coat patterns, or colors. So
Um,
great.
yeah, and like the whole like uglies thing is what I dig with grades.
Oh gosh.
That's like that's the reason I like grades. Like, obviously they can be like really good um like comp horses and such, but honestly, nah, I just try and play God and just make them as messed up as possible.
Oh gosh. Well,
Unfortunately, they're
speaking of ugly,
what?
oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that that like oh, what was I gonna say? That there isn't really like a market at the moment. There's a couple of other breeders that I chat to and everything, and so we kind of just trade amongst each other, but yeah, business is slow these days.
Speaking of uglies, the only ugly I actually feel like I have is this guy.
Oh, that's a butt. Oh, that's super cute. Oh, that's perfect. It's a short neck. Yeah.
I caught him as a wild and I used him in like ugly horse competitions or shows, I guess is what they're called. Uh, he never won me anything, I don't.
Oh,
I keep him as my one ugly horse.
he's a worthy ugly. And just saying, I love his coat. Like I said, basic colors. Ah, I love me a seal brown and just these subtle like little snip. Oh, it's nice. I'll show
Yeah.
you one of my short necks. I have several. Lately I've been getting some really nice colors as well from them. This one is one that I bought from someone.
Oh my gosh, that neck!
The face
Oh,
is the face is so extraordinarily like narrow as well. It looks fantastic.
oh my gosh.
I'll show you one that I
I
actually
have
like
no-
bred though. Um,
I think the part that has no mane is honestly probably the best
I
part.
know, yeah, it's so cute. Um, oh, okay, I can't. Yeah, no. Okay, if you go into my profile, and in rank 10, I've got Lil Sebastian. He is my pride and joy. He is my baby.
Oh my, what, that's a limousine. I don't know. That's not a horse.
I know, it's just like the back, the legs, the neck, the face, the no mane, everything.
It is literal, like, perfection of ugliness.
I love these horses so much. Every time I look at him, my heart just fills with joy. But anyway, if you ever want like a mare for your boy. Oh wait, he's sterile, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, he was too old, so I didn't want him to die, so I put
yeah.
an infant on.
Actually, I was gonna do that with Sebastian. How old is he? He's not that old yet. Yeah, 15.9. He can have a little longer.
He's got time to make more babies.
He does. I tell you what though, the uglies are really fun to ride. They're so bad. The stats are horrendous, and generally they have really bad personalities too. But my god, they're fun.
Oh.
You just you wander around. Oh, I've actually got like a. I want to show you my chunky. Sorry, I'm getting carried away here, but I like my horses. Oh, actually, yeah, there was this new horse that I kind of wanted to plot around on. Why isn't? Oh no, is my game like frozen or something? Oh no, it's just lagged. Okay, there's my boy. He thick.
Oh, chonky.
He is. I'm gonna whack some tack on him. I'm gonna ride him.
Oh my god.
But I've got a different horse with tack on that I need to switch over. Sorry, I'm just speaking to myself. Ignore me. It's the first sign of insanity.
Okay, well then I'm very far gone.
Oh, he's a good-looking thing. Oh, Hollow's horse looks so small compared to yours. Almost looks like a Sumbawa. If he was a little bit more like compact, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna like plod along on this. Look at his butt.
It's just so big.
It's so wide. Oh, he's lazy as well. That just makes it. Look at him go. Why is his head so big? I have too much fun. I have too much fun. This is unreasonable. I need to get a life. I was gonna ask you about your main event tips. Share your wisdom. Apart from mashing the buttons furiously.
Yeah, smashing buttons furiously. And be stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you think you can do better on a course, keep trying. What else? Have a lot of different competition prospects to match. I know that that takes gold dust to be able to do, but have a variety of different horses maxed, because some horses will thrive on a course and others will have a really hard time.
Yeah. Okay, that's
So
good.
the more you have to choose from, the better your chances are going to be.
Yeah.
So, you know, for instance, a really fast horse with terrible stamina drop does okay. But that really fast horse with terrible stamina drop is going to do you nothing on a cross country.
Yeah. Amen. That's comforting because I've like, it's, I've got a start. Like I've got a couple more endurancey horses, a couple more like tourney horses. So I've got like a little variety there. Although some of them have actually turned out to be crap and a disappointment.
Oh no, that tends to happen a bit. I think. There's
Yeah.
always a lot of disappointment, and then like one glimmer of hope.
That is it. That's something you need to be prepared for when you play the game. The amount of disappointments. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, you are very welcome to add me as a bud, but if you don't want to, I won't be offended.
Why not? Honestly, I don't tend to talk very much.
That's okay. I just like having friends, you know. Okay, I'm gonna get more into the general life questions now. I want to know what you do for a living.
Oh god. I feel like whenever I tell people this, it's kind of weird. I have to explain it.
Oh yeah?
So I am a summer camp director for kids, currently working with the Girl Scouts. So I basically like hire and train staff, and then during the summer we get a bunch of kids that come to a property and we make things magical for them. You know, they go ride horses, or they go do archery, they go swimming, they go look at the pool, all sorts of different things like that.
That sounds like a pretty good job.
It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, mostly because you get kids for a week or more, and it's basically like parenting 24/7, but you have a group of 8 to 10 kids.
Yeah, fair
For
enough.
viewers for the week.
I mean, yeah, I think it would be like pretty rewarding though, right? Like,
Yes. I mean, that's honestly why I keep doing it, despite, during the summer working 116-hour weeks. Um,
wow.
it's very rewarding to see the kids, come back year after year, see how they grow and how they mature, and then also the staff.
Mm.
I've never thought a whole lot about it, but like starting to think more about it now, I would love to get into kind of like not really life coaching, but know what it would be called really. But
Yeah.
like working with young adults, kind of talking them through like what they want to do when they grow up. Not that I even know what I want to be when I grow up. But
Wait, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, you're fine. I'm 26, so
Okay.
I feel old compared to a lot of the people on Horse Isle,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm not that old.
Yeah, I actually think that the average age is probably like, maybe like 25.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of
I know
older
there's a
players
lot
now.
of younger people, but I feel like there's a good handful of older people that are.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's probably just because they played like Horse Isle 1 and 2 growing up.
Right.
That's a
I
nice
feel
one.
like a lot more of them have actually joined in the last couple days too, because of the news with Horse Isle 1. I've been seeing a lot of people, posting ads. Oh, I used to play so and so. If you played on Pinto, feel free to add me or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Well,
Nice to see those people over here.
Yeah. What's the hardest thing you had to overcome, and how did you do it?
Honestly, I mean, it kind of seems kind of weird to even say, or maybe it's good that I recognize this, but for the most part, I've had a fairly privileged life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I've necessarily faced anything terribly hard, and maybe that's just my perspective. No, but I would say one of the hardest things that I probably faced though, before the industry that I'm in now, I actually worked in construction for a long time.
In what, sorry?
Construction.
Oh, construction.
So I faced. It's crazy that I'm saying that it's to be expected, but like I faced a lot of sexism in that industry. Customers not realizing or like assuming that I'm just there as like a secretary, or that I'm just there to like bring the guys lunch or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily see that as particularly hard. It was annoying.
Yeah.
I feel like I had to fight for my place in the industry.
Yeah. No, I have a friend who's who's an electrician at the moment, and she was saying how insanely discriminated against she is, and it was just like unexpected, because you think like, wow, like surely people are kind of like moving forward with that kind of thing, but obviously it's not, and she had to like completely change companies and everything because it got so bad.
That's wild.
I know. So I mean, I don't think you should downplay it, because I mean it's obviously like a big thing that still happens.
It's just hard because a lot of it is just it's ingrained in society. It's not necessarily the field. It's how people were raised and like their their thought process when it comes to women in specific field.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I've been really lucky. I've never felt like discriminated against because of my gender or anything. So I've been like really lucky. Then again, I don't go outside much. That's how you avoid it. You just stay home and all day. Don't take my advice. Don't do that.
Oh gosh, that's the kind of life I want to live. Bring it on.
Okey-doke. Next question. Yeah. What were you like as a child?
I forget the actual phrase that my dad said once. But to kind of like put it concisely, he has called me an adult my entire life.
Oh, okay.
And I think for a lot of it, it was more that I was grumpy and antisocial as a child. I was a lot, like pretty introverted. I didn't really want to go out and do a whole lot. When I felt like I was at my social limit, I got really not aggressive is the wrong word, but I would get really like assertive about like I want to go home right now.
Yeah. Yeah, see, like when you said an adult, I kind of interpreted it as two ways. Like either one, you would be like really mature and that, and then the other part I was kind of expecting to you just to be like really stubborn and independent and quite frankly
I
a
mean,
pain in the ass.
it was definitely both. And
My sister was like
and
that.
like I was a lot more mature than people my age. Like the things that people were into, I was just like, why are you like this?
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree.
Um,
I was a bit the same.
ageist of me, but it was a little of both. I was very stubborn, very opinionated, and very like I don't want to say very mature because like I'm still a child and I still have like my like laughing at farts and stuff like that. But
No, same.
that's honestly one of the best parts about working with kids is that they do so much stupid,
Stupid.
stuff. The things that they have said to me that I just die laughing inside, but I cannot laugh in front of them.
Oh, that would be
so
tough.
Funny. I'm like, first of all, where have you heard some of these words? You are 11 years old. Oh gosh, they're just so.
I love that. That's fantastic.
And I'll share one just because I think it is absolutely hilarious. And
yes.
I tell this to staff every summer just because I think it is the funniest example. I sat at a table once to eat lunch with a bunch of kids, and this girl was like picking cheese off of a sandwich, and I was like, "Oh, you don't like cheese? Are you allergic to it or something?" And she's like, "No, eating cheese makes me deaf." And I just like, I looked at her and I didn't ask any questions because I was like,
okay.
Like, how does eating cheese make you deaf?
How did she? How do you jump to that conclusion?
I don't know. I'm like, who told you that? And like, it's okay to just tell people you don't like cheese, or if you want to tell me you're allergic, I don't care. But like, what?
That's bless. That is adorable. How old were they?
Yeah. That one I want to say was probably only like 7 or 8. She was pretty young.
Yeah.
But the general age of kids that come to my camp, they are 7 to 17. So
okay.
Pretty big span.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but that's cute. That's adorable. So, do you think you've like changed much since you were a kid, or I mean, have you stayed like that stubborn pain in the ass?
I feel like internally I have not changed a whole lot. Externally, I've gotten a lot better about more tolerant of, like, okay, we're at this social gathering, I have to stay. I can't like leave the second I walk in the door.
Yeah.
Kind of containing my reactions a little bit more and being more open to the word and the phrase is escaping.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I'm just trying to be like more willing.
Yeah.
More willing.
Open-minded, I guess.
Yeah, trying to just stick things through more and not be so like grumpy as soon as I'm like, I'm done, take me home.
I mean, I'd say I'm the same, but my username.
This is true.
Yeah. I mean, I am better. I'm getting better. But yeah, I am definitely very picky, I guess. And find it hard to compromise. If I know that I'm gonna have to compromise, I'm okay with it. But if compromise is thrust upon me, nah.
I am exactly the same, so I totally understand that.
Oh thank God. I feel so bad about it sometimes. Because I know that I'm being completely unreasonable. But I mean, admitting it is the first step towards
change.
Yeah, that one.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think I'm done with my questions to you. Do you have any for me?
Um, kind of. I mean, they're more just like turning the tables type things. I don't feel like I've ever really talked to you in game, so kind of like I'd like to know a little bit about you, the
Sure.
reason behind your username, like where you're from, what you do,
Ooh,
all that kind of stuff.
alright, let's get down to it. Okay, so I'll start with the. Oh, why are we following her? Okay, I guess we're following Hollow quickly. I don't know where they went. Where did they go?
This way, I can see them on the menu.
Oh, right, okay, I follow. Um,
Who would have thought?
yeah, so I've played. Oh my god, this horse is incredibly slow. That's okay. Um, yeah, so I've played Horseisle since. Oh, I played Horseisle 3 since, like, I don't know, towards the end of beta. Um, before that, I played Horseisle 2, but never really. Oh, this is cute. But never really got, like, into it, if that makes sense. Like, I kind of just kept to myself. I didn't yeah, no, I didn't, like, subscribe or anything, so it wasn't, I had, like, a max of, like, 5 horses or whatever.
No.
And, I mean, it was a very on and off relationship with it. I'd have phases where I'd play it, and then just not for months on end. And then I actually got my boyfriend into it. We started playing together. That was cute.
That is really fun.
It was fun, yeah. And then I gave Horseisle 1 a go, but kind of didn't really get into it because I'd already started playing Horseisle 2 and then all that stuff. But thought I'd give it a go, so I can appreciate why people liked it and such.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
Do you still play either one?
Nah, not really. I did like 2 videos on Horseisle 2 because I was like, you know what, I'm more likely to like stick it out if I'm doing like a series on it. But then soon after that's when they kind of announced that it was kind of gonna be closing at some point. And so I was like, oh, well, maybe it's not really worth it. I bred a really pretty filly, actually, standard bred filly, which I will show the people. I mean, she's not that, like, amazing, but I thought she was cute. I don't know if you want to see it, but her name's Kara in rank 400.
I'm
And
going to live.
I think okay, I am really not good with like colors and patterns, but she might be airbrushed.
Yeah. Yes, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I was a little unsure, but I was like, you know what? Let's just roll with it. um.
She's really pretty.
Oh, thank you. I don't think I actually like expected her to be that good. I was just, again, it was kind of like I'm just kind of broadening the breed at the moment and getting some more horses out there because they're not hugely common. I like them though. So what did you want to know about my real life?
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Okay. Well, I'm 21 now, so I'm not quite grown up, but I'm grown up enough. So in terms of what I do, I mean, shittle's probably the right word. I'm kind of between things at the moment. Right, okay, so I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Community Health online. It's an online degree, and it's working out really well for me. I love studying online. But I was kind of going to switch. I've just looked into transferring degrees so that I can study just psychology. So I'm kind of in the process of doing that. Because I want to be... I would like to wind up kind of doing like criminal psychology. I think like being a psychologist in a prison would be dope. But I mean, any psychology would be pretty cool too. And I think I'd be pretty good at it, if I do say so myself. Job-wise at the moment, I'm unemployed. I did have a job at an ice cream store, but they. Okay, I'm gonna go on a little rant here. Um, so okay, so I have a rare skin disease called prurigo nodularis, and it causes like I don't think I can. Okay, I'm gonna try and show the camera. I don't know how this is gonna work out. Yeah, but on my like skin is like all of these spots and stuff. It kind of looks like chickenpox, and it's not much fun. Causes like chronic pain, and there's like an antibiotic resistant staph infection.
Wow.
So I had to like find a job for a like disability agency. Um, they've been really good in terms of helping me find a job. So within like 2 months, I got a job in an ice cream store. Loved it. Thought it was awesome. But the boss was, well, she kind of, she was nice, but she really wasn't ready to hire someone like me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she like, um, she said like at the start when obviously when she hired me, she knew what was going to, you know, be involved in everything. Wait, where did I come in the main event? I came 45th. I normally do better than that, I swear.
Well,
And
I was distracting you from trying again, so I apologize.
I mean, you came first, so I mean, I don't, I don't think that applies. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, so she knew what she was getting herself into in terms of hiring me, and you know that it would be a little bit of a hassle, but the deal is kind of like that. You know, if they hire people with the agency, then they get like wage subsidies and publicity and other kind of benefits. So it's, you know, like that's the deal. You know, there's a bit of extra hassle, but you know they get good stuff too. But
Right.
it was kind of like when I was hired, then it became very much not like that. She kind of just, because I said that cleaning wasn't something I would be able to do a lot of, and she made me just clean. And I'm like, okay. And the agency assured me it was like temporary, but it was like 2 months straight. And then I became COVID marshal and was obviously like using a ton of cleaning products, and my hands like exploded with eczema. Um, and then that got infected as well. So, and when I told her that that it had happened and stuff, then she let me go. And I'm like, okay, fine. Um, and she didn't even tell me that she let me go. Like she told the agency, and they told me, and so it was just kind of like out of the blue. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm
Wow.
salty about that.
I would be too.
Yeah.
It's not a very good experience. I'm
Y-
sorry that that happened.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. No. It was like, as well. Like she was offered. Who was that? Who's Chaos Cake?
I have no
Who
idea.
are you? I love when people just rock up. Um. So I mean, like she was offered like I forget what it's called, but she was offered like a disability awareness program thing, which would have been like free, and it was literally just like teaching her about, um, you know, employing somebody like me, and she turned it down. And I'm like, bro, you obviously need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. Anyway, I'm salty about it. I'm between jobs now, and finding things is difficult. My hands are still pretty bad, so I'm under strict instruction not to get hired in like food handling or I don't know anything with like heavy amounts of hand washing, so like nursing. Um, so it's kind of a bitch at the moment. Things are Yeah. All over the place.
Well, I hope things get better soon.
I just completely like unload my life story. It's okay. I mean, it's nice now because like I've had the experience, and so it's like, like I don't regret it or anything. It was just an unfortunate situation,
Right.
Yeah. Um. What else can I say? Um. Yeah, I have a boyfriend. We've been together since we were 14.
Wow.
So we're pretty much an old married couple now. I've got 2 doggies, 2 greyhounds.
Ooh, greyhounds are
I mean, sometimes. They don't do a lot. I mean, they're pretty old now in their defense. Like, my youngest one is 11 and my older one is 13. So they're certainly getting on. I used to ride. Do you ride in real life?
Not anymore. I
Yeah.
used to as well.
Yeah. Life gets in the way. Adulting happens.
Yeah, adulting and suddenly being afraid of falling happens.
Oh. Wait, was that because you had a fall?
I've had a few falls. None of them have been like super terrible, but it's definitely a psychological thing for me now that has impacted other parts of my life, which is kind of crazy. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's crazy how it can affect you. I mean, I remember my first fall was like it was incredibly mild. I was cantering, I slipped off, landed on my bum. It was very mild, but it terrified me, and for like 2 years afterwards, I could only like walk and trot. Like I refused to go any faster. Although I did still do some jumping and such. Anyway, and then after that I kind of got my confidence back after I accidentally cantered on a horse. And I was like, you know what, this ain't too bad. And so I started cantering again, and then, I don't know, a few years later I had another fall, and I was like, you know what, that wasn't so bad. And ever since then I have been, I think, a little bit too fearless. I will do almost anything on a horse, which probably isn't the safest thing. I think it's good to have some form of fear, but but yeah, falling can be scary. There was this one that I had where it was really lucky because I was in this arena, and it has like a little, it's a big jumping arena, but it has like a little bit off to the side. And so we were having our lesson, which was a jumping lesson, and the second lesson after us was just kind of warming up in that extra little section. And as I was going over a jump, heading towards that group, one of the riders was coming across and was on their phone, and they didn't see me coming. I couldn't slow down in time, so I ran into them. The horse I was riding spooked and swung around, went the other way, and jumped over the wings of 2 other jumps. I'd lost my stirrups by this point and was just holding on around the neck. And then she jumped out of the arena and went to the side. That's when I fell off, and I went over her shoulder, and like she stood on me and such. And I walked away, not a single bruise.
What?
And I was low-key salty about that, because I'm like obviously that was quite scary, and I that one required a little bit more of, what's the word? I needed more persuasion to get back on and everything. But I was salty because, like, if you're gonna fall and you're gonna get stepped on, like, you want something to show for it. You want a badass bruise to show off to people.
my gosh, that's so scary though. Oh my word.
Oh, no, I mean, yeah, it was scary at the time, but you know, like looking back, it was just one of those things.
Yeah, I didn't even fall that bad. I never rode like horses that didn't make jumping. It was like, I don't even remember what they called it anymore. They were like the high stepping horses, not gated.
Oh,
Like the extended trot where they like lift their legs up really high.
yeah.
It was some of those that I would ride,
Mm.
and I worked at a stable for 2 years. Basically, I was cleaning up shit in exchange for riding lessons, which was fine. You know, I learned a lot about horses at the time. But they would put me on the crazy lesson horses.
Mm. Interesting.
And yeah, the arena that they had us in was cinder block walls all the way around. And one of the falls that I took, I almost hit the wall, and I think like psychologically, I was fine, no bruises or anything.
Mm.
But you know, I was like, that could have been so bad. Like I could have broken my neck, I could have broken my back, and so that
Yeah.
was like the last time that I really rode.
Yeah. Oh,
Seriously.
that's sad.
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
yeah. I mean, when people do have like confidence issues and things like that, it makes me, you know, because like you once you've ridden, you know what you're missing out on and such.
and like I
But
want
but the fear
to
is,
ride again, but
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
so
Like it's like you want to be able to just push past it, but you can't help how you feel, and it's just such a strong fear.
right.
So I hear ya.
Yeah, the summer camp that I'm at, they have horses. They bring them in every summer, and they're like old pasture horses, so they're not about to just take off on me.
Yeah.
And even it takes me a little bit to want to get on them.
Well, it's good that you're like, you know, like obviously like willing to, even if it does take a bit of convincing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I try to be brave for my staff.
Yeah. And, you know, at least we have our pixel horses where we can ride in our imaginary world.
Oh yeah,
With
and
no
jump
fear.
off of things and
Yeah.
not fall off.
When the horses goes off a cliff and it just bounces at the bottom. I love that.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's probably it from me.
Well, thanks for humoring me.
Thank you for
Did I have
asking
a
me.
conversation?
What was
No
that?
worries. I don't feel like I don't know if I've ever talked to you before. So
No, I
you
don't
sound
think so.
kind of
Yeah. No, this is fun. I enjoyed it.
Well, good.
And I mean, that's why I, oh, I should probably just tell Hollow we're about to wrap up. That's why, like, I really enjoy doing these videos because, like, that's the thing. I have met so many awesome people through here, and they have such cool stories and everything, and it's like, I want to get to know everyone.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you did this. It's been fun to see, and like a few of my other like club friends and stuff. I think they filled out the form. At least they said they did. So they're
Okay.
all asking me in Discord, like, "How's it going? You have to tell us how it
Oh,
was
really? Oh, I love that. Oh, and I'll get around to them at some point. Actually, I have no idea how many people have filled in the form now. It was at least 15. So a good number.
Oh god. I mean, that's a good little series there.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. That's just what I wanted. Alright, okay. Well, yes. So we are done. And I had a very nice time speaking with you, Inka.
Well, thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you for applying. You were the second person to fill out the survey, so I figured you would probably be the second one to get a video. So thank you everyone for watching, and I mean, sorry, but I think we should all try and, you know, knock her off the top of the leaderboard in the next main event, hey? We must defeat her!
Enemy number 1 now.
Yeah. So, yeah, I will see everyone for the next video, which will hopefully be in maybe a few weeks, whenever the next person is available. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye! You can say bye too.
Bye.